What's going on, gangatrons? Welcome back to another episode of, I forget the name of this podcast, The Midwest. Everything here is super boring and lame and mid. As you can see, we got Barack Obama next to me here. That's because, actually wait, before I get into actual stuff, we're drinking water today. It's also Tuesday, 10:49 a.m. And if I don't film right now, I'm not going to film this week. And I filmed on Sunday, actually, but I just didn't really like it. It was kind of boring, so I didn't post it. This week, or I guess last week now, it was kind of fire. I will say that last episode, I did say that everything's been going my way. And then I was like, I probably just jinxed myself. And I did jinx myself because I proceeded to have 3 of the worst days I've had in a really long time. But then you kind of wake up a week later, like I am now, and you're like, oh, I was actually fine, and I guess the days weren't the best, but, I'm living to see another one, so it's fine. So I kind of forget really why I was having bad days. Actually, that's a lie. Now I'm remembering, and it's that I had 2 exams Monday, Wednesday, and they both went awfully. So, yeah. But we got Barack Obama here with us today, and that's because I've been reading books. Kind of crazy. Last week I read... actually, the first book I read, I don't know if I talked about it. I finished it 2 weeks ago, and it's called The Stranger by Albert something, and it sucked. And the book, it was a really short read, thank God, because I don't know that I could have done more than the 120 pages that it was. And the book was awful. There was 3 characters, and only one of them was okay, but she was the least talked about, and the main character sucked, and it was from his point of view, and the book won a Nobel Prize, which, I don't know why. There's books that I've had to read in high school and stuff where I'm I hated it, and the book was super boring, but I understand why was winning awards and stuff. But this book, I seriously, someone needs to explain to me. Comment down below if you know why The Stranger won a Nobel Prize and why it was good. I hated it. It sucked. So then when I got into this book, I was like, yeah, something real. It's Mr. Mercedes in the shade Stephen King, or Stephen King in the shade of Mr. Mercedes. It's a good book. I finished it. I sped through it because I'm doing my 52 medium hard. This book is 520 pages. Reading 10 pages a day would have literally been perfect. But then I proceeded to read 60, 70 pages a day because the book was really good. So I kind of sped through this one. But it was a good read, and a lot of people said that it sucked. And I think that people are saying it sucked because it's not really normally what Stephen King writes, I guess. I don't know. It's Stephen King doesn't normally write detective novels, and this was kind of a detective, not a mystery. It's not really an Agatha Christie book because that's straight up mystery, but there's it's not normally what Stephen King writes. And so I think that's why a lot of people didn't like it. I thought it was fine. I thought the ending was kind of unrealistic, but also this is a fiction novel, so I guess that makes sense. But I got really attached to a character, and Stephen King killed them off halfway through the book. So then I just spent the rest of the book thinking about how I missed the character. And the thing is, too, is there's a part of the book, the first chunk of the book is you think one of the characters is going to die, and I was I really don't want that character to die. But then that character doesn't die, but then the one that I end up really liking does die, and so now I wish that the other one just died, which would have still been sad, of course, but I got really attached to the person that died because they completely changed the main character's life for the better and basically saved his life. So why would you kill him off like that? That's evil. There was a point when I was reading this book that my new Fitbit check, by the way, makes me look super pale. there was a point in the book that I was reading, and it was like the climax, I guess, like oh my god, what's gonna happen? And my Fitbit was like, you're getting your zone minutes in, which happens when I work out, because my heartbeat was 160 beats per minute when I was reading this book. So I think it's safe to say I did enjoy it. I would like to say I realized this morning that this book has kind of come full circle with me, and because I love to look into things way too much, I would like to say something of deeper meaning about this book, and it's that I started it almost exactly a year ago, like a year ago and 2 days. And a year ago this time, I was not happy. I was super sad, and due to lack of no friends. I had some friends, but and I had like 2 that were good, solid friends, but like I'm not, you know what I'm saying. I was not having a good time. I missed home. School sucked, probably also because of lack of social life. And I was kind of really struggling. I started this book almost exactly a year ago, and exactly 1 year ago today was the eclipse. And I remember reading this, like waiting for the eclipse. I was sitting on the grass, like waiting to watch the eclipse. I was reading this book, and I only made it like 40 pages in because I stopped reading it. I don't know, due to lack of social life. Like I don't know. Everything was due to a lack of social life last year. But I finished the book exactly a year later. What's the way to say? I finished the book almost exactly 1 year later. And now I do not have a lack of social life. In fact, I have quite the opposite. My social life is flourishing, and I have wonderful friends and surrounded by great people, and school is going better, and I do still miss home, but I'm just in such a better place, happy. And so I think that's kind of fun that I was able to finish the book. Because last year too, like about a year ago, I kept restarting because I like had forgotten what happened because I just could not get myself to like read the book. And now that I finally was able to get myself to read the book, I was like, wait, first off, this book is fire. Second, I'm just in such a better place, which I think is quite cool. Now I am reading Barack Obama's book, and that's because, so that book, Mr. Mercedes, is part of a trilogy, and I wasn't reading until 3 weeks ago, so I brought home the rest of the trilogy over spring break, which I now regret because I want to read the next 2, but I do have to wait a month until I'm home. So I do have this, which shout out Vinny. She got me this actually also about exactly a year ago. So now I have to read this, which I'm on page 34. Boring. It's actually, I mean, it's not terribly boring. It's just not a fiction novel that's like, fast paced and like, you don't really know what's going to happen. I know that Barack Obama was president, and I know that he's going to be talking about what it was like to be president. So it's quite boring. I do like the parts where he talks about Michelle, and like his family, but he's like starting to get into the political stuff right now, and I'm just like, oh, snooze fest. And this book is so thick, and the words are tiny, and the pages are huge. So this is going to take me forever. But yeah. I'm also keeping I have a little index card in the back because this book is upping my vocab, because Barack Obama he's really smart. Like, you can't deny that is a smart man. He is using words that I don't know. Just like every other word, I'm like, okay, I need to look up the definition of that. So I have a little index card going right now, and I'm writing down the words and definitions of words I don't know. So after this book, my vocab is going to be up. So I'm going to start talking, and you guys aren't going to know the words that I'm saying because I'm streets ahead. Because this book is upping my vernacular. But that's it for books. And also, that was super boring. But I never told you guys that this was going to be good, so you can't even blame me. Next, I'm going to talk about what I did last Thursday, which is I went to see Trisha Paytas on her Eras tour, and I bought this shirt to remember my experience. And at first, I was like, "This. First off, this color makes me look awful. I look so pale in this color." And so I was like, I don't know if I want to buy it. But then I saw this was on it, and this is like a little like moment. This is my favorite moment on the internet. Like my favorite YouTube video, my favorite TikTok, my favorite Instagram reel, my favorite piece of media that I've consumed is Taylor Paytas. I'm thinking about Taylor Swift because the Eras tour right now. But Trisha Paytas's Shallow cover of like that Lady Gaga Bradley Cooper song is my favorite video to ever exist. And so I was like, I have to buy it. Also, I mean, there's just so many other moments on this shirt that it's like, I mean, what a moment that was too. Can I hold this up correctly? Is that possible? That's a fire moment. I mean, her Troy Bolton cover, that was also a moment. This is just... Oh, hello? That's also a great moment. And then, I mean, everyone knows this one. Hello? And I can't hold this up. Everyone knows a lot of Trisha Paytas' stuff. And the show was awesome. It was like I didn't really know what she was going to do. And it was just kind of a little mini concert almost. She like makes some music and she did her other covers and stuff. She talked to the crowd a lot. She brought out her husband and her dad. It was a really good show. I really liked it. It was super fun. Now, I don't understand how she got away with making this shirt, because is this not a direct ripoff of Taylor Swift's thing? And like, don't come for me. Don't come for me when I say this. I feel that Taylor Swift is quite litigious. Dude, the Barack Obama book is already doing wonders. I just said litigious in a sentence. Shout out Miss Spears' AP Lang SAT vocab packet. That word was in that. Anyways, Taylor Swift is quite litigious. And that means, for those who don't know, for the general audience who doesn't know what litigious means, that means that you just kind of like sue people all the time. That's Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift's middle name is litigious. Taylor Litigious Swift. But is this not like kind of it's literally like clearly inspired, not even inspired, just copied Taylor Swift's Eras tour. She even called it the Eras of Trish tour. It's like an Eras tour. I just don't understand. And like, I mean, even the font is the same. I don't know, gang. I'm just surprised that she wasn't sued. Yeah. That was good. It was super fun. Also, speaking of fun, I saw Minecraft on Saturday. What a movie. I went into that thinking it was going to be so bad that it was good, and then I went out thinking, oh, it was just good. Like, it was... I haven't laughed that hard at a movie in a really long time, and I think that the people making the movie knew it was kind of ridiculous and stupid, if that makes sense. And when people making... I don't know anything about film and cinema, so what I could be saying is probably... What I am about to say is probably just really stupid, but I feel like when you make a movie and you are aware of the fact that it's, like, kind of stupid, it makes it better. Because there's movies that I've seen where it's, like, it was kind of silly, but I feel like people took it way too seriously. Like, the people making the movie were just, like, way too into it. They tried too hard almost, and then it made it bad. And, of course, I can't think of a movie that's done that. You know what? Actually, Amelia Perez. I saw a review about Amelia Perez, and someone said, like, it felt like the music was a little bit ridiculous, and they didn't lean into that. And if Amelia Perez leaned into kind of how ridiculous it was, and then also changed the plot because, hey, the plot sucked. And then also you take out all of the stereotypes You kind of have to completely change the movie, is what I'm saying. But to make it better, if they were just aware of the fact that the concept maybe was a little bit ridiculous, or if they kind of made it, because the songs didn't match the vibe of the movie, if that makes sense. That's just a problem, like, in and of itself. Like, that, I don't know what the people making the movie were thinking. It shouldn't have been a musical. Anyways, they all took it, you could feel that the people making Amelia Perez took it way too seriously, when it honestly probably would have been better if they didn't. And it is a serious topic, so maybe that's why, but the movie probably actually just shouldn't exist. However, in the Minecraft movie, I felt that they knew that the movie was kind of stupid. And everyone, all the actors were in on it, and like the people making the movie were in on it. It was just very obvious that, I don't know. I thought it was a great movie though. It was silly, it was funny, and there was one actress in that who was acting her heart out for some reason. It's Jack Black just being Jack Black, Jason Momoa like being silly, and then this one girl is like trying to win an Oscar. Like, she was acting way too hard. I mean, I couldn't do what she's doing, so I probably should be quiet, but still. I thought that was kind of silly. But yeah, basically there was my life before Minecraft and my life after. It was a really good movie, and if you're debating seeing it, you should see it. And if you've seen it already, you should go see it again, because I need to see it again. I want to see it in 3D, because that would be funny. Also, I betrayed Regal Cinemas, and I went to a Cinemark to watch it, and let me tell you, that Cinemark was better than any Regal ever. I got a medium popcorn, and it was cheaper than it is at Regal, and also it was bigger. So that's crazy. And the seats were nice. And the food options were ludicrous. There were so many. There is no need to have that much food at a movie theater. And I mean, the Regal I work at back home is kind of smaller, so I guess that makes a little bit of sense, but still, I thought that was like kind of crazy. They had chips, 1,000 different candies, Pizza Hut pizza, ginormous hot dogs, pretzels, like, I don't know, there was just everything. I would not want to work at that movie theater. There was too much going on. But a lot better than my experience at Regal. Also, now that I'm saying this out loud, it might have been cheaper than a medium popcorn because I'm in Ohio and things are just cheaper here, but I don't really know if that's how that works. So comment down below if you understand the economy. Someone's texting me a lot. The poop group chat's going off right now. And yes, you heard that correctly. There is a poop group chat. I think I'm going to end it here because I do have to go to class. As usual, thanks everyone for watching. And by everyone, I mean Mom and Josh. Love you guys. I hope everyone has a fire week. And I'm going to come back next week. And I'm going to say so many words that you guys don't know because my brain is going to be 1,000% bigger due to Barack Obama. So everyone say thank you, Barack Obama. Comment down below, thank you, Barack Obama. Yeah. That's it, gang. I gotta get to class, unfortunately. Really sucks. I got another exam. I had an exam yesterday. Got another one on Thursday. It never ends. It never ends. But thankful, grateful, blessed. Because my life could be so much worse, I guess. I mean, it definitely could. So I'm gonna be grateful. And I'm getting my knowledge up to get my money up and not my funny up. Okay. I need to leave. Peace out, gang. See y'all next week.